Hey folks, my name is Jim Ware with the Dugout Bait and Tackle and Picasso Lures, and I want to show you a new product that Picasso has released this week. I've been testing this product for about 2 months now, and I've caught some really big fish. If you'd seen them, looked on my social media, you might have seen some pictures of me blacking out the lure, putting the mark over it so you can't see it. Well, this is it. It's the tungsten swinger, and it's what sets this apart from other swing head jigs. Number one is the tungsten head, and everybody knows tungsten's the hardest metal available, and it transfers vibration between the bottom composition and your hands on a quality rod like no other. It's got a great paint on it. It's hard to, it'll last a long time, the paint will. This thing also has a super hook. It's a Ryugi. This is the 4/0. And what makes this one different or better than what everybody else is using is this long shank right here. And it actually gets more meat of the soft plastic on the hook holding it, so you don't go through as many. I've went through much less soft plastics throwing this jig than I have with the normal one I like using. I'll go over some of the plastics that I really like. This is a Strike King Rage Bug. Now, if you're going to buy the Rage Bug, this is a 4/0 is perfect for the regular size Rage Bug. If you get the smaller one, a 3/0, and if you get the Magnum, a 5/0 works well. I also like using this Berkeley Kingtail worm, and the fish, I've caught a lot of big fish on this one. And then also, this is the cutter worm, Strike King cutter worm. And I'll rig this one with a tail in this position. I'll go ahead and rig it for you. Just see, you can go a lot further down into the bait than normal. And then you've got that much meat on this shank right here, and it doesn't interfere with the swinging of the hook. So I go on up, pull it out, see, there, and then I'm gonna all right, I'm set there to go. I tie this thing on, and the way I fish it, normally I've either marked hard bottom or school fish, and or both, and I'm gonna throw way past them, let it sink to the bottom, and generally as slow as I can reel, and feel the bottom, crawling across. Now, if it's really chunky stuff, you'll have to speed it up, but other than that, it's just maintaining bottom contact at all times. The hit normally feels like something's laid on it. It just gets heavy. Sometimes, you know, they'll knock the crap out of it, or they'll pick it up and swim to you, but most of the time it just gets heavy. Instead of setting a hook, I'd reel down until I actually get a bend in my rod, and then lean into it, and set the hook that way. Just it loads up, reel down till it's tight, and lean into it. Now, the rod and reel I like, that I really this is my swing head jig rod, is the NRX G Loomis NRX Plus 894C. It's a jig and worm rod. This thing is 7.5, and by God, it is extremely sensitive, to the point where the first time I caught a fish, I had a bite on this thing, it scared me. It was almost like a small explosion in my hand. I wasn't ready for that. Now, the reel I have on this rod is a Shimano Bantam. It's a 7-to-1, 7-3-to-1, I believe. And I tend to like a little faster ratio reel. I can always reel slower. Allows me to pick up speed. Also, being in a kayak, I seem like I'm constantly drifting, so I'm not reeling as much with being able to take up that much line. This is a 1/2 ounce version of the swing head jig, and still got some moss on it, but I caught some really big fish on this the other day. Anyway, guys, if you want to try this technique, or if you have tried it in the past and you're hooked on it like me, you need to get one of these get you a pack of these tungsten swingers and give them a shot. Like I said, the hook is a super hook. I've had to get pliers out plenty of times to remove the hook because it's gone through basically bone in the mouth. It'll penetrate the hardest of a bass's mouth. Anyway, thanks for your time, folks, and peace out.